A warm afternoon to you all and welcome to the new 2024-25 Basketball England season, which promises to be one of the most exciting and certainly one of the most anticipated campaigns ever. And welcome to Loddon Valley, home of the Reading Rockets, as they host the Worthing Thunder in Group 1 of the Kitking Trophy. Both teams coming off wins, albeit in contrasting fashions. Reading 120-74 victors over the Solent Kestrels, and Worthing narrow 88-86 winners over Barking Abbey. However, wins are wins, and both sides are looking to end the weekend with a 2-0 record in their group. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Basketball England YouTube channel. John Hobbs keeping you company here in the heart of Berkshire. And these two teams certainly with a lot of history, a lot of ambition going into this season, both with quite new lineups as we go through the two teams, starting with the visiting Worthing Thunder. And of course, lots of new faces. Luke Atfield there in his third spell with the club. And they will start with Bodie Adelola, who had 31 points last night against Barking Abbey. Malachi, Bocci Yadam, Lewis Gleeson, Elijah Maynard, who's playing against his former club, and Jonathan Lashley. For the Reading Rockets, they will start with Mitch Clark, Reece Pinnock, Lewis Champion, Victor Oleron will be on the bench. Tyner Sangu will start. He had 10 points, 9 boards last night. And Justin Hopkins. Atmosphere building here at Loddon Valley. A lot of noise being made as we get closer to tip-off. It is less than 40 seconds away. There's the Worthing Thunder team. Of course, Brian Deacon, new head coach, a 35-year coaching career, mainly with the junior sides across West and East Sussex, now in his first season as senior head coach of the Worthing Thunder. And there's the Reading Rockets line up there. Samit Nurizadeh switching a few players this season. Of course, Mitch Clark and Reece Pinnock, Lewis Champion, all staying behind for this campaign as Reading look to go one better in the NBL 1 season than their agonising playoff final defeat to the Hemel Storm. And speaking of former Hemel Storm players, there is one there, the Worthing Thunder number 5, Bodie Adelola, coming to Worthing for this season. Spent 2 seasons at the Thames Valley Cavaliers. Now in his first season on the South Coast. Before that, 11 years with the Hemel Storm. All-time NBL Division 1 leading scorer. As Worthing Thunder still in their kit from last season. This season's kit is on its way, so Thunder playing in last season's kit today. But we'll be showcasing their new colours come next week. Mitch Clark, Reece Pinnock, Lewis Champion, Tyner Sangu and Justin Hopkins starting it out for Reading. Bodie Adelola, Malachi, Bocci Yadam, Lewis Gleeson, Elijah Maynard and Jonathan Lashley, the starting 5 for the Thunder. As Champion gets the first possession going for the Rockets. Champion driving, step back jumper from the elbow. No good, rebounded inside, and the finish. Early score there for Justin Hopkins, first season for the Rockets coming from Team Newcastle. Gleeson. Bocci Yadam looking for help, finds it in Lashley. Adelola driving at Pinnock, pulls up and just about gets that friendly roll. Adelola, who had the game winner last night for Thunder against Barking Abbey with 2/10 of a second left, securing an 88-86 victory. Clark inside, beautiful feed to Hopkins, who puts it in. Great find from Mitch Clark. And here is Maynard playing against his former employers here today. The number 9 for Thunder, Malachi Bocci Adams, short with his free throw line jumper. And here is Clark. Reading looking to push the tempo early. Nsangu. Champion gets Adiolola in a spin and scores. And an early 6-2 lead for the Rockets, less than 2 minutes played. And the whistle has gone and play will restart. Our 3 officials today, Andreas Savchenko, Jamie Wheeler and Paulina Churk, overseeing the action. Maynard putting the moves on Hopkins. Drives, pulls up, and doesn't get it to fall. Pinnock with the rebound. Champion finds an open Mitch Clark. Adiolola comes to meet him and pats it away. And here is Maynard collecting the loose change, but Clark is there to meet him. Gleason, bit of room at the top, doesn't go. Lewis Gleason, first season for the Thunder, comes to the club from Charnwood as Nsangu with the easy 2 and an 8-2 start for the Rockets. Chance of defense from the Rockets fans as Gleason has it. Adiolola driving at Champion, kicks it out, the extra pass. Bocci Yankum a 3. Malachi Bocci Adam, who former Manchester Magic youngster, last season with the Brighton Bears in Div 2, as Mitch Clark goes all the way. Here is Bocci Adam. Maynard putting the moves on Clark. A 3 for Maynard, no good. And Champion beats Lewis Gleason to it. And Clark looking for Hopkins, finds no one but Maynard. Maynard from the foul line gets the friendly roll. Fast start here from both teams. Both teams coming off victories last night. Pinnock drives at Gleason, too easy for Reese Pinnock. Gleason not expecting that quick turn of pace from Reese Pinnock, who shot an impressive 43% from three-point land last season, but showing his inside presence there. Adiolola driving at Clark. Lashley, a fadeaway jumper. And Clark the rebound. Inside, Nsangu goes inside. That was good defense from Lashley and a block from Lashley on the follow-up. And here is Gleason, Champion there to meet him. Lashley at the other end doesn't go. A frenetic pace to this first period as we enter the halfway part. Rockets up 12-7. Hopkins. Champion, a 3. Gets it to go. Lewis Champion from downtown. First 3 of the afternoon for the Rockets, number 7. And a timeout called by Worthing coach Brian Deacon as he looks to just slow things down as Reading racing out to a 15-7 start. 5:25 remaining in the first period in what has been a very fast-paced, very breathless first port of this game thus far. As you see Brian Deacon screaming instructions to his Worthing team, assisted by Bodie Adiolola there. Reading and Worthing both 1-0 in Group 1 in the Kitking Trophy. Reading defeating the Solent Kestrels last night, 120-74. And Worthing needing a baseline jumper from Adelola to get the job done with 0.2 of a second remaining, winning 88-86. Worthing trailed by as many as 12 points in that game, but got the job done when it mattered. In front of a bumper crowd at the Worthing Leisure Centre, always huge crowds. Worthing Thunder, one of the more well-supported teams when it comes to their home games. And a bit of a miscommunication there between Gleeson and Bocci Adam. And Reading get the ball. Lewis Champion, a menace on defence there. And Rockets get the ball. Jamie Wheeler, one of the officials, in good position to spot that, and Reading now get their offence underway. Champion straight away, a three. 18-7, an 11-point lead early doors for the Rockets. Yadam bumps his man, offensive foul called on Bocci Yadam. Here is Clark for the Rockets. And the whistle has gone on the floor. And Rockets will get the ball back, a first foul on Bocci Adam. Or excuse me, not on Bocci Adam, on Adelola, excuse me, as Clark pulls up straight away. Adelola with just 2 points so far, and a foul has been called, and foul called on Lewis Champion for the Rockets. And Bodie Adelola will go to the foul line for the Thunder. First foul on Champion. 31 points, 6 steals, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. A great night for the NBL Division 1's all-time leading scorer, Bodie Adelola, who makes the first. First season with the Thunder, most notably 11 years at the Hemel Storm. 2 seasons with the Thames Valley Cavaliers before heading to the Thunder. And some respite for the visitors, but trailing 20-9. Champion putting the moves on Bocci Yadam, drives inside, too easy for Lewis Champion. Maynard straight away from the top, that's off the back iron, rebounded by Pinnock. Reese Pinnock with 3 rebounds already, but gets it stolen by Gleeson. It's recovered by Hopkins, and Hopkins with the 2. Everything going the way of the Rockets right now. Shooting nearly 80% from the floor. And a foul called as Adelola slides to the floor hard. Worthing in comparison, just 3 of 10 from the field to start. 3:51 remaining in the first, and Adelola will go to the foul line. As referee's just requesting a floor wiper, who comes onto the court now. Welcome everyone to the Basketball England YouTube channel. Reading Rockets, Worthing Thunder currently on the screen in the Kitking Trophy Group 1. As Ishmael Fontaine comes into the game, Lewis Gleeson will take a seat. Ishmael Fontaine, a popular figure down on the South Coast. Checks in for the first time as Adelola misses the first. composes himself to split the free throws. And Worthing Thunder get into double digits with 3:46 remaining in the first. Clark looking for Hopkins. The extra pass to Champion, steps back for three. And Maynard snatches the rebound off Justin Hopkins. Adiolola driving, going up, and just about falls out, but he'll go back to the foul line as Bodie Adiolola will make trips number 5 and 6 already for the foul line for him today. As Zane Portman and Victor Ollerin come into the game for the first time. 2 new signings from the Essex Rebels, making their home debuts today. As Reece Pinnock and Lewis Champion, 2 veterans of the Reading Rockets, head to the bench. Zane Portman averaged 11 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists last season for the Rebels, part of that Solent Kestrels dynasty in the early 2020s. And Victor Ollerin, who led the Essex Rebels in points last season, 17 points a game, adds that scoring threat. He had 19 points in just 17 minutes last night in the win over Solent. Hopkins, good defense there from Maynard, and Fontaine comes up with the loose ball. Bocci Yadam a 3, that's off the back iron, and it's rebounded by Ollerin. Adiolola comes to meet Clark. Ollerin slides to the hoop, but loses the ball. And it will stay with the Rockets. A lot of time on the shot clock. 2:59 remaining in the first. As you see coach Samet Nurizadeh there. Here is Clark. Clark, a bit of room for 3, makes no mistake. Thunder's defense all at 6s and 7s there, and Mitch Clark from the outback. Moore, a 2, gets it to go. Luke Moore into the game, and with his first field goal in very quick succession. Here is Clark. Portman. Nice pass inside, beautiful basketball from the Rockets. Nsangu, and a foul, finishes it off. As Reading now lead by 15, as Simon Chamberlain, who led the way for the Rockets last night in Solent, 5 of 6 from downtown, checks in for his first action. As Justin Hopkins takes a seat, Nsangu makes the foul shot. And Nsangu will now take a seat. Reading in firm control here. 30-14 ahead. Here is Adiolola. Fontaine driving inside, and it's deflected away. Away come the Rockets. Clark, why not? A 3, that's short. Gets his own rebound and gets the friendly roll. Lead balloons to 18. Bocci Yadam inside. Again the miss from the Thunder. Rockets having it all their own way here. Good defense though from Maynard. Gets the ball back and will easily finish it off for 2. Elijah Maynard playing against his former team today. 17 points last night against Barking Abbey. Played all 40 minutes of that game, did Maynard. 6 of 21 from the field. And so far with 4 points here at the moment. Ollerin responds for 3. Rockets shooting 75% from the field in this first quarter. and lead by 19. Maynard going inside, turnaround jumper, no good, rebounded by the Rockets. Matt Ullman with that rebound. Here is Chamberlain. Clark driving at Moore. Good defense there from Moore. Olerin collects the loose ball and puts in a three. It's all Reading Rockets here. Adiola driving at Ullman. Bocci Adam a three, short, rebounded Poorman. Coming on to the last 20 seconds, Chamberlain, Clark slows it down. Shot clock is off, so Reading will want the final shot of the first period. Clark putting the moves on Moore. Spins, up and under layup, no good. And that'll end a brutal first quarter for the Thunder. But a wonderful first 10 minutes for the Rockets, who are truly lift-off here at Loddon Valley. They lead the Thunder 38-16. Lewis Champion leading the way with 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Reading shooting 69% from the field. Elijah Maynard with 4 points. Bodie Adiola with 7 for the Thunder. 5 of those 7 have come from the foul line. But Worthing just shooting 31% from the floor. And they trail 38-16 after the first period of play here at Loddon Valley. Group 1 of the Kitking Trophy. One of these two teams will finish the weekend with a 2-0 record. And right now, Reading are off to a flyer. Hello everyone and welcome to the Basketball England YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us here at Loddon Valley. Lots of action coming your way this season, including the return of NBL Live. We will start the NBL Live broadcast on the 28th of September, just a couple of weeks away in Bristol, for the WNBL Division 1 clash between the Bristol Flyers and Angela Ruskin. But loads of games, including the National Cup and playoff finals weekend. It should be an absolutely incredible season of action in the National League. And it all starts with the Kitking Trophy, as Victor Olerin just a little too rambunctious there on Malachi Bocci Adam. First foul for Victor Olerin. Of course, lots of action here happening here at Loddon Valley this season. Not just the men, the women's team, but the wheelchair basketball team as well, playing their first season in the Premier Division. There's a turnover and a quick violation there, as the ball will head back the way of the Thunder. Of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Basketball England YouTube channel. Lots of cracking content coming throughout this season, and obviously all on the social media platforms. Follow NBL England on Facebook, X and Instagram. Lashley driving inside and gets the friendly roll. And the first score of the second period heads to the visitors. Chamberlain driving inside, gets it to go, and a foul. Simon Chamberlain, who announced himself to the British basketball community last night in Southampton. 21 points, 5 of 6 from three-point land. Reading, who trailed 6-2 early in that game, but a 12-2 run gave them control. They never looked back, and of those 12 points, Chamberlain hit 2 3-pointers out of the 4 successive triples that Reading hit. And of course, from there, it was all one-way traffic as Fontaine dishes it off to Maynard. Maynard, and a whistle has gone. It looks like a foul. Looks to be on Simon Chamberlain. And that will mean Elijah Maynard will go to the foul line for the Thunder. All smiles when he arrived at Loddon Valley this afternoon. Elijah Maynard chatting to old Rockets colleagues and a few of the long-time supporters of the club. Swapping black for sky blue this season as he splits the free throws, and Pinnock just about beats Fontaine to the rebound. 2 veterans of the NBL going at it here, and Fontaine nearly got a hand to it. Pinnock keeps it, the extra pass, and Olerin couldn't hold on. Good look there from Simon Chamberlain, but Victor Olerin couldn't hold on to the ball. Boxey-Adam looks for Lashley, finds him, great degree of difficulty under the pass, and Chamberlain collects the rebound. Nearly travels with it as well, but just about collects it in time to Olerin. Poorman, Chamberlain drives to the hoop. Kind of a broken offense there from the Rockets. Thunder collect it. Bit of a scrappy sequence from both teams. Adelola breaks free. Yadam inside, and Boxey-Adam will go to the foul line, and that looks to be a foul on Zane Poorman. And Malachi Boxey-Adam will go to the foul line. Boxey-Adam, who had a good pre-season for the Thunder, 22 points in the win over London Elite. That came with what Coach Brian Deacon said, no training sessions. Worthing were going on the fly throughout pre-season. They've had a couple of training sessions since that game heading into this season. Boxey-Adam, first season with the club, has had some bad luck with injuries over the last couple of seasons, especially with his ankle. He sat out the majority of last season with the Brighton Bears through to an ankle injury, but fit and ready to go this season with the Thunder as Fontaine has the ball. Poorman all over him. Maynard. Good defense from Pinnock, and Pinnock got the upper end, and Olerin all the way for the flush. (43-21), timeout Brian Deacon. Frustration on Jonathan Lashley's face as he heads to the bench. 7:37 remaining in the second period. As you see, Victor Olerin bringing the hops, bringing the boom to Loddon Valley. .37 remaining, and lots of great action coming your way this season, especially at Loddon Valley. As said, the men's team selected women's games, and the wheelchair basketball team will be on the YouTube channels this season. Of course, the men and women on the Basketball England YouTube channel, and the wheelchair team on the British wheelchair basketball page, as well as the Reading Rockets official YouTube channel. For all the goings on in what is happening with the Reading Rockets, follow them on all social media platforms. Rockets Reading on X, Instagram and Facebook. Of course, conversely, it's the 25th year of the Worthing Thunder this season. Lots of celebrations going on in the pre-season at the Worthing Leisure Centre and celebrating their 25th year. What an achievement from a club that moved originally to Brighton back in the Budweiser Basketball League days. Of course, Alan and Rosemary Dawes responsible for bringing the Worthing Thunder into existence, and my goodness me, what a journey they have had. 25 years as Lashley goes inside. High degree of difficulty for Jonathan Lashley, but makes it count. Ullman. 10 on the shot clock for Pinnock. Goes past Maynard. And Ullman rattles in a three. Matt Ullman with his first field goal of the day. Averaged nearly 7 points a game last season for Team Newcastle. As Bocci Adam responds for three from the wing. As Chamberlain answers. Pace just quickening up, both teams getting into their rhythm offensively. Fontaine loses the ball, it's 2-0, and the easy finish for Pinnock. And a bit of afters there between Fontaine and Oleron. As Josh Palmer prepares to come in for the first time, Fontaine will head to the bench. Josh Palmer, second season with the Thunder, averaged 5 points in roughly 18 minutes on the court last season. A man with British Basketball League experience, or shall we say Super League basketball experience. As Oleron misses the three, ball batted around, and Adelola out in transition. Palmer blocked! Huge block from Oleron. And Rockets slow it down. A huge pin from Victor Oleron, who has the ball. Nearly travelled with it, finds Ullman, stripped away from Adelola. Chamberlain, 8 to shoot. Pinnock, a three, splash. Reece Pinnock, 43% from downtown last season. Led the Rockets in that category, gets his first three of the day. Adelola to respond, cannot. Chamberlain rebounds. Here is Pinnock again. Pinnock, step back three, and this time it's in and out. Chamberlain gets the rebound as Jonathan Lashley fouls. As Clay Wright will check into the game for the first time, as does Isaac Spurrier, who comes in for the first time for the Rockets, the number 9. Clay Wright, the son of Worthing basketball legend Chris Wright, who is one of the assistant coaches this season for the Thunder. Chris Wright, who's had great success in his career, most notably with the Worthing Bears, the Newcastle Eagles in the old Budweiser Basketball League days in the 90s. And Isaac Spurrier, who shot an impressive 54% for JMA last season in the EABL, coming on for the first time as well for the Rockets, who lead 55-26. Oleron inside, make that 57-26. Right, here is Lashley, putting the moves on Spurrier and travels with it. Jonathan Lashley wearing Henry Wilkins' old jersey from last season. Of course, as we said at the start of the stream, Worthing's new kit is awaiting delivery at the moment. And by next week, they will be rocking their new jerseys. Ullman for three. That's off the back iron. A whistle has gone under the basket. Loose ball foul. And it is on Isaac Spurrier, his first foul of the day. Isaac Spurrier, another one of those Rockets juniors with Great Britain experience. A number of Great Britain internationals, both junior and some senior, have come through the Reading Rockets ranks. Of course, one of those, Luke Nelson, who was a Worthing Thunder junior back in the day. Brian Deacon actually was his assistant coach back in 2011 as Maynard hits a three. Ullman. Olerin gets it to go from downtown. Reading Rockets shooting 8 for 13 from three-point land in this first half. Wright, a good three-point shooter in his own right as well. Lashley, driving baseline, kicks it out. Josh Palmer a three, that's short. Good hands there from Clay Wright, but it unfortunately goes to Chamberlain. Chamberlain, unfortunately for Spurrier, couldn't hang on. Bocce Yadam is fouled by Spurrier, and that'll be two shots for the Thunder as the Rockets now enter the penalty with 3:12 remaining in the second. Great to have you all on board. The start of the 2024-25 season has finally hit. Of course, who can forget the climax of the playoff final from last season? Reading Rockets coming agonizingly close to beating the Hemel Storm, but Hemel coming away with the victory in the playoff final in one of the most thrilling encounters you're likely to find. All the action from last season on the Basketball England YouTube channel if you want to take a trip down memory lane. As we focus on the moment, we focus on what is happening right now in front of us. And Reading are leading big here as Champion drives inside. Good hands from Maynard, and it will be a Thunder ball. Rockets players not happy with the call as the two officials have a quick chat. Jamie Wheeler and Paulina Chirk, the two officials, having that conversation. Andreas Shevchenko on the far side, completing our trio of officials, and it will stay a Reading ball as the officials come to their decision to make a U-turn. 8 on the shot clock for the Rockets. Olerin doesn't get the fall, but another offensive rebound for the Rockets. Ullman a three, no good. Big rebound from Spurrier. Chamberlain on a catch and shoot. And that's in and out, and this time Lashley ends the rebounding drought for the Thunder. 8 offensive rebounds for the Rockets in this first half. Lashley loses the handle, gets it back, drives inside, finds Palmer inside. Josh Palmer, former Plymouth Raiders player, most notably as well along the way at the Brighton Bears, just a few miles along from the Worthing Leisure Centre, down at Sir Robert Woodard Academy in nearby Lancing. Bocce Yadam. Maynard putting the moves on Champion. Champion holds his ground. Rematch incoming. Maynard gets a bit of room and makes him pay. 1:48 remaining. A good spell this from the Worthing Thunder. Still trailing 60-33, but it's all about mini spurts and seeing if you can get a few stops. And right now, Worthing have limited Reading and frustrated them in the last 2 minutes and have got a few buckets of their own. And Samit Nurizadeh calls a much-needed timeout for the Rockets, still leading 60-33. Victor Olerin leading the way with 13 points for the Rockets. 7 of those 13 have come in this second period. Lewis Champion still on 10 points. All of those in the first period, as you see some highlights of the action here in the first half at Loddon Valley. Both teams very confident from shooting from outside the arc. Thunder 3 of 11 though from three-point land. Reading faring a little better, 8 of 15. Reading was 17 of 27 last night in Southampton from downtown, 62%. Worthing just 10 of 33. But in today's modern game of basketball, the three-point shot's certainly king. And both teams have been letting it fly today. But a lot of points coming inside as well. Reading 30 points in the paint. But for Worthing, 33 of those points that they scored, only 8 have come inside. However, they've done their damage from the foul line, 8 of 12 from the charity stripe, as Champion drives at Clay Wright and lays it up and in. Lewis Champion using that experience to drive inside and get to his spot. He now moves on to 12. Maynard off the back iron, big rebound from Simon Chamberlain. Chamberlain now with 7 rebounds to go with 7 points. Champion, a 3. Palmer, hounded by Olerin. Lashley, Bocci Adam drives along the baseline, up and under, beautiful move, Malachi Bocci Adam. Beautiful hang time from the Thunder number 10. All kinds of room for Ullman. And Reading hit back. 2 of 4 from downtown for Matt Ullman, who had a season best last season for Team Newcastle against Reading. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 of 13 from downtown on that day for Matt Ullman. Now switching it up from the northeast to the south of Berkshire as the final seconds tick by in the second period, and Reading leads 68-35. And with the final possession, Champion kicks it out. Ullman again! Matt Ullman from downtown, the perfect way to end the first half for the Reading Rockets, who explode into a 71-35 lead at the break. Reading Rockets are liftoff here in Loddon Valley. A 38-16 first period, bettered by a 33-19 second quarter, as Lewis Champion leads the way with 15 points. Victor Olerin has 13. Reading shooting 65% from the floor. Worthing led by Elijah Maynard and Malachi Bocci Adam, who both have 10. But right now, that's the scoreline at half-time. It's a huge advantage for the Reading Rockets, looking to build on that huge win last night in Southampton by dethroning another South Coast team. They lead the Worthing Thunder 71-35, and we'll be back in roughly 12 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. Hello everyone and welcome back to Loddon Valley. Around 4 minutes left until the start of the third period. As you can see on the screen, Reading Rockets leading the Worthing Thunder 71-35 at half-time here at the Valley as we start the 2024-25 National Basketball League season. Good afternoon, John Hobbs, keeping you entertained as much as I can for the third and fourth period. In front of a great crowd here at Loddon Valley and a lot of noise as well. As the Worthing Thunder with a lot of work to do in the second half of play, as the Rockets with a 38-16 first period and a 33-19 second period doing the damage thus far, shooting 63% from the field, as Lewis Champion has 15 points. Victor Ollerin has 13, and Matt Ullman with 6 quick points in the last stages of the second period, extending Reading lead even further. Rockets ahead big going into the third period. Elijah Maynard and Malachi Bocci Yadam lead the way for the Thunder with 10 points each. Bocci Yadam with 7 of those 10 points coming in the second period. But Worthing certainly with it all to do, as you see there, Luke Atfield listening on intently to head coach Brian Deacon. Of course, Atfield now in his third spell with the Worthing Thunder, a native of Bognor Regis. Was a big hit with Bognor GSD in Division 3 for a couple of seasons before heading to the Brighton Bears last season. Don't forget as well to like, share and subscribe to the Basketball England YouTube channel, where there will be a lot of games going on the YouTube spectrum this season. Of course, NBL Live makes its return this season as well. Our cameras will be in Bristol on the 28th of September as the Bristol Flyers and Angela Ruskin go at it in WNBL Division 1 action. And then on the 19th of October, our first NBL 1 game of the season comes from the Essex Sports Arena as the Essex Rebels take on the Nottingham Hoods. Portman to start us off in the third quarter. As inside, Hopkins no good. Adilola comes away with it. Bocci Yadam inside, looks for help. Finds it in Moore. Moore drives inside, goes to ground, and a turnover from the Thunder. And Mitch Clark says thank you very much. Mitch Clark now moving on to 11 points. Moore along the baseline, makes it count. Luke Moore with his second field goal of the game. 2 of 2 from the field for him today. Another former Brighton Bears player. Played for their junior setup, was coached by Worthing Thunder legends James Brame and Don Baker. Lashley, here is Gleason at the top. And away comes the Rockets with Champion. And Champion has it back, Clark with the ball. Champion himself a former Rockets junior. 7 to shoot for the Rockets. Clark, Champion, puts it up, puts it in. Lewis Champion from downtown. 4 3-pointers for Reading's Champion, Lewis Champion. Bocci Yadam looks to respond. That's off to the left. Nasangu the rebound. Off to the races is Hopkins, and Hopkins is fouled. And Justin Hopkins will head to the foul line. And a player who stood out for Team Newcastle last season, started all 16 games that he played, averaging 22.7 rebounds. Native of Huntsville, Alabama. The Rockets' number 13, now making his home in Berkshire. Averaged 7 points, 3 boards in his 4 years at Texas Southern. Misses the first, and a great acquisition for Samit Nurizade's side. So far, now has 7 points and 3 rebounds. Rockets up by 40. Adilola from the foul line, that's no good. And Taina Sangu, only his 3rd rebound of the game for the Rockets. Hopkins putting the moves on Moore, goes glass. And the Rockets' lead getting larger and larger. Brian Deacon admitted that there was a lot of work for his guys to do ahead of the new NBL season. And right now getting a bit of a lesson from the Rockets as Lashley drives. Malachi Bocci Yadam off the back iron, and it's batted around and collected finally by Nsangu. Clark, who's only played around 13 minutes thus far, the Australian. Hopkins just about finds Clark again, dances his way inside. The floater is gorgeous. Mitch Clark now with 13. Started all 26 games in the NBL last season, Mitch Clark. Of course, who could forget that shootout he had with Jordan Spencer in the National Cup final last season. As Luke Moore is fouled under the basket. And the foul is on Justin Hopkins. As Elijah Maynard prepares to check in. First foul of the day for Hopkins. And Luke Moore heading to the foul line for the Thunder. And he makes the first. 6:26 remaining in the third, and Reading looking good value for back-to-back 100-point games here. Running riot at the moment, 65% from the field, as Luke Moore connects on the second. As Luke Moore will now check out, and Maynard heads in. Champion from the corner. No good. Hopkins the rebound. As Reading now with 10 offensive rebounds in this game. Maynard pulls up and hits. Maynard now moves on to 13. He's played all but 2 minutes so far. Portman pulls up from the foul line and gets the friendly roll. Rims here at Loddon Valley not as springy as some venues in the National League. And Reading do take full advantage of that. Worthing have taken advantage of it a few times as well, as Lashley momentum carries him out of bounds, and Reading have the ball, leading 83-42. Biggest lead of the game for the Rockets has been 44 points. And so far have led from start to finish right now. Ball batted around a bit of a scrappy sequence for the Thunder, and a whistle has gone. And it will stay with the Thunder, I believe. And the foul has been called on Mitch Clark. And that's his second foul as Champion there on your screen. He was telling me earlier that he at this present time doesn't have plans to retire. Doesn't know where that story of him potentially this being his last season came from. It did circle around social media a bit over the off-season, but Lewis Champion saying he'd love to play for as long as he possibly could, but obviously with a family and a career path that he is following, you never know when his last season might be, but he does say that he wants to continue playing for as long as he can. Of course, a huge Reading Rockets fan favourite throughout his time. Spent all of his junior career here at the Rockets, a former Great Britain under-20 international. Lashley, nice pass inside. Maynard falling away from the basket, doesn't get the hook to go. And here is Champion, Porman. Porman has it back. Zane Porman, 7 or 8 on the shot clock for him. Champion wide open, the extra pass to Nsangu. Shot clock winding down, Nsangu has to get busy and his hook is no good. Gleeson. Nice pass from Lewis Gleeson and gets it back from Lashley, blocked by Nsangu. Swatted away and Reading have it. Gleeson took probably a little bit too much time with that and Nsangu swats it out of the air. Hopkins the other end, no good. Nsangu with the offensive rebound and Gleeson gets a little measure of revenge, bats it out, but Reading keep the ball. As you see here, the extra pass from Lashley and Gleeson goes for the layup. Nsangu says, get it out of here. Champion, good defense from Gleeson. 8 on the shot clock. Champion has to kick it out. Reading got a dance here. Porman, the extra pass. Clark a 3, no good. Gets his own rebound and lays it in. Mitch Clark couldn't believe the amount of room he had. 85-42 to the Rockets. Bocci Adam travels with it. And that is Worthing Thunder's 10th turnover of this game. Both teams, you know, early season, of course, only the second game, first weekend. Both teams, for this type of occasion, keeping turnovers down as Hopkins rattles in a 2 from the foul line. Hopkins now moves on to 11, 5 of 10 from the field for the Alabama native. Gleeson finds Maynard, putting the moves on Clark. Maynard, tough shot, gets it to go and a foul. Elijah Maynard driving at the teeth of Mitch Clark. And he'll go to the line for a bonus. That's 3 fouls on Clark. This is a tough shot under a great amount of pressure. Elijah Maynard, beautiful extension, gets it to go. Maynard, 17 points last night, and the pre-season win over London Elite exploded for 35 points in his first home game in Thunder colours. Nsangu inside, Hopkins the flush. And the attitude to go with it. (89-45) and another turnover. Porman all alone. One devastating turnover for Worthing after another here. Gleeson, I think that's a travel. Yes, it is. Good defense there as Lewis Gleeson was going for the three-point shot and he was caught in two minds. As Josh Palmer comes in, Adelola will head to the bench. 7 points for Bodie Adelola here today. A bit of a contrasting performance to last night's effort, as Lewis Gleeson just having a quick chat with the officials, and the officials telling Lewis Gleeson to just quieten down. Don't want a technical foul at this stage of the game. Poorman. Nice pass inside, but Nsangu couldn't hang on to it. Good defense from Lashley as Fontaine prepares to check in. Here is Gleeson driving at Champion, misses the layup. Poorman comes up with it. Poorman inside, Hopkins will go to the foul line. That's a foul on Lashley, and you can just see a bit of frustration on some of the Worthing Thunder players at the moment. Trailing 91-45, 2:08 remaining in the third period as Malachi Bocci-Adam heads to the bench. Ishmael Fontaine comes in, and for the first time today we'll see George Clark come in as Ty Nsangu will head to the bench. George Clark averaging 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists last season in the EABL for JMA. Shot 64% from the field, so really picks his shots well. And Adam Coxon also into the game for the first time. The Rockets' number 14, a former Myers Co. junior, now making his home in Berkshire. Represented the England under-18 team at last year's Future Stars tournament, of course, headed by London coaching icon Jack Majewski. As Jonathan Lashley heads to the bench, Luke Moore comes in. Isaac Spurrier now into the game for the first time, or excuse me, into the game for his second spell, as Maynard goes inside and drives at Isaac Spurrier. And there'll be another foul on him. I think that'll be a third foul, it is. 1:57 remaining, and you can already tell that Samit Nurizadeh is just emptying the bench now and making sure the youngsters get good minutes as Reading's lead balloons ever closer to 50 as Maynard makes the first. Of course, Worthing, after this, have another game in the Kitking Trophy to follow. That's against the Solent Kestrels in a South Coast derby next week at the Worthing Leisure Centre. Rockets will be hosting Barking Abbey here on Saturday night. Champion inside. Clark partially blocked, a mixture of Gleeson and Moore getting their hands on the ball. And Thunder will have possession back with 7 on the shot clock. Poorman, and that doesn't go. Coxon fights for Palmer with the ball, but Palmer collects. Gleeson thought about the 3, instead drives, kicks it out. Fontaine, a 3, no good. Ishmael Fontaine, a good 3-point shooter in his career, but misses his first 3-point attempt of the day. Poorman heads to the foul line, kicks it out. The open man is Coxon, a 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Maynard as we enter the final minute of the third period here. Gleeson putting the moves on Coxon, drives inside. Moore, a 10-footer is no good. Gleeson collects the loose change and the ball batted around. Palmer still has it. Gleeson drives along the baseline, kicks it out. Fontaine, got to get busy here, Thunder. They've got to shoot. Maynard, a long 3, gets it to go. And a few Reading fans even applauding that from Elijah Maynard. Goodness me, how many times did we see that last season in Reading colours? Now he's doing it for the Thunder. Champion responds from the foul line. Entering the final seconds of the third, and Thunder will look to get the final shot Gleason finds Fontaine. Moore a three. Luke Moore connects. And Champion will not attempt a heave to end the third, and Samit Nurizade not happy with that last possession or defensive sequence for the Rockets as he has a chat with Adam Coxon over what to do. But right now, Reading certainly in the ascendancy and having it their own way. They lead 95-53 after 3 periods of play. As Lewis Champion has 20 points, leading the way for Reading. Mitch Clark and Justin Hopkins have 15 apiece. Right now, 9 of those 15 points for Hopkins coming in the third period. Elijah Maynard on his return to Loddon Valley, leading all scorers right now with 21 for the Thunder. You can throw in 4 rebounds for good measure, shooting 50% from the floor. But right now, it is all Reading Rockets heading into the final 10. They have won all 3 quarters of play thus far as they conclude their Kitking group stage next Saturday night here at Loddon Valley against Barking Abbey. And the Worthing Thunder end their Kitking odyssey in the group phase next Saturday night as well, as they host the Solent Kestrels. As we start the 4th period here, and Palmer has a bit of room to start and connects on a 3. Spurrier. Ullman. Coxon, it comes off his foot. Reading will keep it. 9 to shoot. Ullman driving at Fontaine. Spurrier, shot clock winding down, and the finish from Spurrier over Clay Wright. Clay Wright starting the 4th quarter for the Thunder. Luke Moore a 3, and he strings one. Luke Moore finding his rhythm from the field. That's 3 quick field goals for him in the space of 2 minutes. And he gets a steal as well. And a foul is called, and it's an unsportsmanlike foul on George Clark as Luke Moore was driving to the hoop. And Luke Moore will head to the line for the Thunder. As mentioned earlier, Luke Moore, a Brighton Bears junior over in at Sir Robert Woodard Academy, was mentored by former Thunder players James Brame and Dominic Baker. Of course, they'll be incredibly proud of how Luke Moore has evolved over his young career thus far, and now this season looking to make a name for himself with the Worthing Thunder. This is his 2nd season with the club. As 7'1" Luke Atfield prepares to check in for the Thunder, seeing his first action of the day as Maynard on the catch and shoot. That's off to the right, and a foul has been called on the floor. Speaking of teams in Group 1, the other game between Barking Abbey and the Solent Kestrels tipped off the same time as this one today. Barking Abbey and the Kestrels in a close battle thus far. Solent leading 56 to 53 with just around 2 minutes to go in the 3rd period there, as Atfield checks in for the first time and straight away commits his first foul, an offensive foul. Moving screen from Atfield, who at 7'1", rocking Daniel Johnson-Thompson's jersey from last season, and at 7'1", you can tell the size difference, the height difference between Atfield and Johnson-Thompson. Great player. Luke Atfield at 7'1", can shoot the ball very well as well, but likes to get his job done inside. Last season, close to averaging a double-double with the Brighton Bears. Led the Bognor GSD in Division 3 before that. Of course, makes his home in Bognor Regis, just about 20 miles along the coast from Worthing, as Victor Ollerin connects from the corner. Fontaine falls to the floor, and Ollerin gets it picked there from Luke Moore. Atfield, a three, money. As you see there, Luke Atfield can shoot them at 7'1", and his first field goal is a three-pointer. Spurrier, Ullman. Extra pass to Coxon along the baseline. 5 to shoot for the Rockets. And Ollerin way short with his three. Stripped away, and Spurrier on the second attempt gets it to go. Stripped it off Ishmael Fontaine. And that is Spurrier's second field goal of the day. He moves on to 4. And the Rockets move on to the 100 mark, 102 to 64. Fontaine pulls up for 3. That's off the back iron. And Ullman collects his third rebound and is immediately fouled. Ullman has it back. Coxon. Ollerin. 8 to shoot for Victor Ollerin on the left hand, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the foul line. Victor Ollerin last season a 63% foul shooter. One of the first to tell you it's not his strongest of parts to his offensive repertoire, but makes up for it with his explosive speed and attacking to the basket. He can score from anywhere on the floor. Can Victor Ollerin, a great addition to this Reading Rockets team as he makes the first. Ollerin now moves on to 17 points. 60% from the field today for the Rockets number 8 as he makes the second. Josh Palmer has the ball for the Thunder. 3 minutes played in the fourth, excuse me. Palmer breaks away from Coxon. Coxon recovers well. Fontaine has it, 5 to shoot. Fontaine a 3. That's off to the right, and Coxon collects the loose change. Clark has it. Here is Ollerin. Ullman has a bit of room, and it's in and out. And Fontaine and Spurrier going at it under the basket. Referee's in good position. And the foul has been called on Fontaine. That's his first foul of the day. Ollerin. 8 to shoot for the Rockets. Ollerin finds a bit of room, goes inside, and a foul. Victor Ollerin having fun out there at Loddon Valley. His first Rockets home appearance, and he's giving the crowd a show. 20 points for the former Essex Rebels man. And he makes good on the extra free throw. A three-point play for Victor Ollerin. 7 of 11 from the field for him today. Josh Palmer. Atfield a 3 again, but this time it's off to the right. And Ollerin looking to pass to Coxon. Miscommunication there, and Thunder will get the ball back. Referee's just having a quick chat. 5:10 or 6:10, excuse me, left in this game. Victor Ollerin with the steal, anticipating where the ball was going, and he flushes it home. Ollerin having himself a game here, and Coxon with the defense on Fontaine, and another turnover for the Thunder. 14 turnovers for Worthing as Clark gives Fontaine a welcome bump. Coxon. Clark to Ollerin. Ollerin again, he's feeling it, and why not? Victor Ollerin having fun out there. Palmer. Fontaine. Stolen or nearly stolen from outfield by Ollerin, but a foul has been called. Ollerin with a smile on his face, and a timeout has been called by Coach Brian Deacon of the Thunder. He has seen enough. 5:21 remaining, and the Rockets are well on their way to ending this weekend with a 2-0 record to start, and the fans in Loddon having some fun here. It's always a great game day experience here at Loddon Valley. And the beach ball is out. We're coming towards the end of the summer, but the summer vibe still hitting Loddon. A fun way to start our 2024-25 National Basketball League season. And the action, while the weather will get a little colder as the months fly by, the action will just get hotter and hotter. Of course, the addition to NBL Live games this season, we'll have full coverage of the Junior National Cup Finals and Senior National Cup Finals weekend. Reading made the National Cup Final last season, losing out to the Milton Keynes Breakers, who have now recently been promoted to Division 1. They got their season off to a flyer in Birmingham last night. And another steal off the feed, and the finish from Ullman. Another turnover for the Thunder, this time Clay Wright's pass going wayward. As Moore goes, misses the floater, gets his own rebound. Atfield misses inside, and Thunder will keep the ball with 13 on the shot clock. Assistant coach of the Rockets, Ben Fisher, just barking some instructions to his juniors on the floor. Moore from the elbow, doesn't go, and Atfield easily collects the rebound over Tyne Sangu into the game for the first time. Or back into the game after a extended absence on the floor, gets the rebound off the miss from Wright. Here is Ollerin. Coxon drives, Nasangu drives, and Atfield banks it home. Fans loving it here at the Valley. Palmer exploding to the hoop, but misses the ball. Coxon, 3-on-2. The floater, and Atfield doesn't get it. On the follow, Ullman. Four minutes to play. Clay Wright from the corner, misses the two. Moore gets it to go on the follow. Well, Reading hit 120 points last night against Solent. They are 2 points from equaling that and 4 points from bettering it. And the finish there from Ollerin. And a steal, Coxon finishes. And just like that, Reading have bettered last night's score. And another turnover from the Thunder. And the finish from Coxon. It's becoming a rout and then some for the Rockets. Hatfield inside, he'll finish. But already today a statement has been made by the Rockets. Looking to go one better than their playoff final defeat last season. They finished 16-8 as Ollerin the easy finish. They finished in fourth. They want to go better as Luke Moore drives inside. That was tough. He'll go to the foul line. 2:27 remaining, and Reading have certainly sent their statements through to the rest of the National Basketball League over this weekend, destroying the Kestrels and handing out a beating to the Thunder here today, as Moore misses the first. Matt Ullman there in your picture. He's had a great game today, 13 points off 5 of 8 shooting, as Hatfield scores off the missed free throw from Luke Moore. Thunder will take on the Kestrels next week. Maybe a change in threads will change the fortunes of the South Coast club. And the ball goes out of bounds. Ollerin was actually out of bounds when he shot that, and he still made it as well, but it won't count. Entering the final 2 minutes here at the Valley. Fontaine for 3, that's short. And Ollerin collects the rebound. Fontaine 0 of 4 from three-point land here today. Reading have shot an incredible 63% from the floor in this game. Tyner Sangu, a former Worthing Thunder center, will head to the foul line. 1:44 remaining as George Clark checks back in. Isaac Spurrier, his day surely now done. Spurrier 2 of 2 from the floor, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 assists for him. As Nsangu gets the first to go. Had his game of the season for London Elite last season against the Reading Rockets. 15 points, 17 rebounds. Had 18 rebounds against USA Select in a preseason friendly back in the tail end of August. 9 points, 18 boards in that win at Reading's old stomping ground, the Rivermead Leisure Centre. Moore, 5 to shoot for the Thunder. Moore pulls up for 2 and gets one to fall. Luke Moore has had a great game today for the Thunder. 18 points on 6 of 9 shooting for Luke Moore as Ullman misses everything. Here is Fontaine, who can't quite hang on to the pass from Luke Moore. Why not Victor Ollerin? On the follow, no good. Nsangu collects the loose change, and he is fouled by Moore. .9 seconds to go in a very one-sided game here to start the Loddon Valley Odyssey for the Rockets. And Isaac Spurrier's day is not done. He checks back in after a quick breather. Samit Nurizadeh clearly hearing what we were saying on the commentary booth as Nsangu makes the first foul shot. And splits them both. As we wind it down here at the Loddon Valley Leisure Centre, Reading will end their Kitking group stage here on Saturday night against Barking Abbey. As Palmer doesn't get the full, Luke Atfield over 2 Reading players showing his full height. That's 7'1", getting it to go. But it's academic really, as Reading posted 120 on Solent, and they've hit Worthing for 130, maybe more here today. A statement made from the Rockets as Spurrier goes inside for the lay-in. No doubt about it, Rockets are liftoff. And they are using the Kitking trophy to send their statement that they are here to challenge not just for this, but the NBL Division 1 title. They handsomely hand Worthing Thunder a 132-74 loss here today. Lewis champion with 20 points. Mitch Clark and Justin Hopkins with 15 each. But no doubt the star of the show, Victor Oleron, on his home debut for the Reading Rockets. 30 points, 5 of 8 from downtown, 11 of 16 from the floor. Reading shooting a sublime 61% from the field, bettering their 50% from the floor last night against the Kestrels. For Worthing, Elijah Maynard with 21 points. He led the way. Luke Moore with a fantastic performance for him. 18 points in just 20 minutes on the floor, going 2 of 2 from downtown. But Worthing convincingly beaten here today. As the Rockets family applaud and they stand up to cheer on their heroes. They go 2-0 in Group 1 of the Kitking Trophy. Worthing fall to 1-1. And in the other game going on, it's still got roughly 6 minutes left to play, but Barking Abbey have gone out onto an 11-2 run to start the fourth quarter. They lead Solent 78-66 at this present time. A lot of time left on the clock there. But congratulations to the Reading Rockets. They start their home adventure with a 132-74 win over the Worthing Thunder. It's all smiles, it's all celebrations. As you can see, the Rockets mascot having a bit of fun there as well. And as the party starts here at Loddon Valley, we will take our bow. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. I've been John Hobbs. Have a pleasant evening wherever you are, and thank you all for tuning in. Goodbye for now.